Hey everybody, it's Ryan at Ripping One Handed on Twitter. Thanks for being here. Welcome if it's your first time. Welcome back if you've been here before. So here's the deal. We're gonna open a couple things today. We have a Contenders football blaster, has an autograph in it, and a Contenders fat pack. So the fat pack has red cracked ice numbered to 23. Not obviously guaranteed in there, but could be. And we do have an auto. The question will be, will I have ever heard of the player we get for our autograph card? That's the question. What I want to talk a little bit about today, and I would love your input into this, is regarding eBay. So let's open this guy up here first. And let's see what we've got. So, probably won't show you all of these, but here's a Justin Herbert season ticket. Terry McLaurin, Tyler Boyd, Delvin Cook, Jared Goff, David Montgomery, Cam Newton, Aaron Donald, Kwity Paye, front row seats, Greg Rousseau, Jonathan Taylor, purple game ticket. If you followed me, you know I'm a big JT guy, so that's cool. Hawkinson, Akers, Murray, Robinson, Hill, Cameron, Lamb. So, again, about what I expected. Not a huge fan of Contenders. I don't know. Are you? Let me know in the comments. So here's the deal. eBay, best offer. So best offer, best practices. That's what I would like to talk about for a second, and then get your opinions as well. Last week I was just getting pretty frustrated with the way people responded to offers. I was getting a lot of declines when I was not far off at all. There were a couple of them where I was I think they were asking 55 and I had offered 45. And it just seems to me like the next obvious thing would be to go to 50. That's the opportunity that's there, right? If you're gonna have best offer, what's the best offer that they were going to accept? If you're declining 45 on a 55, it just seems odd to me. So I will say this. Anyway, so here's our empty blaster. Look for gold cracked ice parallels numbered to 23, on card autographs, premium edition green shimmer. So there's a lot of things in here. Again, we set our expectations very low here. It's kind of our thing. So again, best offer, do what you want, okay? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not saying there are requirements that I have decided you need to follow, anything like that. But I think there are some things that make more sense to me that I think, so for instance, if you set a best offer and you just start declining offers that are reasonable, then why even set a best offer, right? At least come back with something, counter with something. Now I know as a seller, I don't like when people make ridiculous offers. I had one the other day. I had something up for 150 and they offered 80. And I was just and at that point, what I'll often do is I'll leave my best offers open, totally open. I won't have a minimum to kind of gauge where people are at. And so let's say I get 4 offers for that thing that I had up for 150, and they're all around $75, $80, $90, something like that. Well, then I know okay, yeah, I'm genuinely too high. And so that helps me to figure that out. But if I know where I have it priced and I like where it's priced and someone offers me something that's ridiculously low, again, that's kind of on me if I don't set a minimum on where I'm at. But to me, a minimum is not the actual minimum that you'll take, because otherwise just set the buy now at that. Like, to me, that's the place where you start negotiating, right? So if you have something for 100, you set your minimum best offer at 75, and that gives you a place to work from, right? So if they offer 75, then you come back and say, hey, I'll give it to you for 90, and then they can come up to 80 or 85 or whatever. Like, wherever you're comfortable, like, that's got to be where the negotiation is, right? Here's a Melvin Gordon, another former Badger, red. And so, yeah, to me, it's just like, if you are just out here declining reasonable best offers, like, it's just frustrating as a buyer. Again, as the seller, you can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you not to. But as a buyer, it's kind of annoying when you're like, hey, I'm making a reasonable offer, and they're not even negotiating. Like, they're not even having the discussion. So, anyway, that's a little, got a Herbert Legendary Red. So let me know what you think in the comments about best offer stuff. Like, what's your strategy as a seller, and what's your expectation as a buyer? Are there things you think people should or shouldn't do? I think when people come back with snarky messages, that's not cool. I do love, this was a while ago, I had a guy who made an offer on, I was selling a record. It was like a 3 or a 5 record set, right? And I don't remember the exact numbers, but I remember he offered me something ridiculously low. And I came back with a counter, which he did not like. And so he sent me this scathing message about, this is ridiculous. Your price is way too high. No one's going to buy it for this amount. You know, you should have just taken this, and, you know, just kind of going off about how I didn't know what I was doing and I was never going to sell it for that amount. Well, when the auction ended, guess who bought it at the asked amount? That same guy. I didn't cancel the transaction. I did go through with it. But I can't tell you, there's a red Aaron Rodgers. I can tell you it felt pretty good to be like, no, dude, I'm the one who's selling this, and I think, you know, I have it priced where I want it. If you want to buy it, then you can buy it for that amount, you know. So just to have him be like, nobody's gonna buy it for that amount, and then he bought it for that amount, that was great. That was a win for sure. But yeah, so again, not telling anybody that they have to do A, B, or C, but I feel like there are things that will help in that situation, with the best offer situation. Your goal, right, is to sell something. Your goal, if you have it on eBay, is you want to sell it. Now, many times we're in a position where we don't have to sell it, so we can keep it at a price that we want it and that we would be happy with. I've done that a bunch of times where I was like, I put something up and I put it at an amount that I actually didn't think people were going to pay, but I was like, if somebody buys it for this amount, I'd actually be fine with that. You know, I'm good with keeping it, but if they bought it for this amount, awesome. And that's happened several times. And so I get that. But if you are in a position where you want to be selling something and then you're just declining offers, I mean, it isn't, especially reasonable ones. You know, I totally get if somebody offers, you know, I've said that before, they offer 70 on 150 or something, and you're just like, this is dumb. Like, I don't even want to have this conversation with this person. Okay, here we go. Cornell Powell. Cornell Powell is a wide receiver. He saw limited touches in Clemson's first few years. Became one of the unit's focal points, finished his Tigers tenure with a breakout campaign. I feel a little silly because I don't know this player. I feel like I should. So it's a red auto, wide receiver, Cornell Powell. So I'll have to look that up after this and see how uninformed I am. I mean, I'm pretty happy that it's not a lineman, offensive or defensive. I thought for sure that would be the case. So position player, I'll go with that. Okay, here we go. Last pack. I know we're already about 10 minutes, so I'll wrap it up. But Gurley, Tannehill, our Josh Allen, legendary, Metcalf, and Kamara. So, I mean, we didn't get any of the big rookies at all. Like, not a single one. We really only got, I think, 2 rookie cards. We got a Sam Ellinger draft class, like in this whole box. So, obviously, the auto is our best card by far. But, yeah, I don't know. They aren't a really fun rip for me because, like, I know it's all vets. It's all veteran players who are in their college uniforms, and like, I don't know, it's fine. Just doesn't really do a lot for me. So, so there you go. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, would love if you did that. Share it, but most of all, like, leave some comments. First of all, do you like Contenders? Do you like that product? Does it do it for you? But second, did any of the stuff that I talked about with best offer, best practices on eBay, did any of that resonate with you? Have you had some frustrations? Have you seen things that work or didn't work for you in your experience? Let me know. Put them in the comments, and let's get this discussion started here, all right? So there we are. Thank you so much for watching. Really glad that you're here, and come on back. We'll do this all again, okay? Thanks, you guys. Bye.